Well, hello there, good night to you all. So, this now will be my review for episode 9 of Bloodlands. And, well, basically, this episode it was an interesting one because it kind of feel kind of rushed. Sadly, the series will only have 10 episodes. I was kind of counting or expecting that the series in the least could last until 12 episodes, but it will not. It's a shame, and perhaps that's the reason why this episode kind of feels like rushed. But nonetheless, we see that Braz is taken to the castle where the king of Acropolis lives, and we have a mini flashback about the remembering the death of his father, the former king, at the hands of this guy that is a werewolf, and I will assume that this guy is the father of Wolfboy. Um, then we see kind of Brass kind of declaring war on him and saying that he has someone in mind to become the new king, or that someone that deserves to be the king. Well, I kind of have the feeling that he was talking about stars. I don't know why, but I kind of have the feeling that he was talking about stars. Nonetheless, then the king kind of says that he will give him 3 days to bring that person to him, and at that time he basically will dispatch him and Brad both at the same time. And then we have a situation that we again see the smart side of Brass, that he kind of tricks barriers, the jailer, and he eventually is able to break from that necklace that she put on him. And then we have a funny situation with the boss of this girl. I think I don't know what kind of demon he is. Maybe a werewolf or more complex than a werewolf. But apparently he's kind of very fond of this girl, and when he meet her near a room where she was planning to take Brad, but he kind of outsmart her and broke free. He kind of put her into sleep, but this guy kind of assumes that Brad killed her, and then he began pursuing Brad. And that's interesting because eventually they end up together. After a small fight, we also see the power of Braz into action, and he's pretty badass. Not badass as Taz has shown on the last ones when he regained his full powers, but nonetheless, it's a power very interesting and badass in the part of Braz. Eventually, he also is capable of calling Liz and tells her to meet him in town. And before she reaches him, he kinda have a fight with this guy, and eventually he won. And eventually they are now talking, eating an ice cream. Okay, that's it for that part of the story. Also, we see a small part with Frankenstein and the monster that was defeated, and we see that they are working into a new body that I will assume is the body from Pantomina, because this guy Pantomina apparently was a spy of the king, and he was killed by Braz and given to Frankenstein. So, well, that was interesting, and eventually became the basis for the construction of that monster that Frankenstein is doing. Well, that's pretty interesting, and apparently Brass also has done something in terms of DNA or DNA manipulation or something like that, because Frankenstein talking with this guy, the monster is kinda using a notebook that I guess shows the DNA chain and other information that I will assume were put together by Brad. So, okay. Then we go to Fuyumi and Neil, and they reach at Neil's mom's place. And then after that, we see Hyderabad arriving with Stas, and then we have the interaction between them, and then eventually Fuyumi is called by the mother of Belle and Knell, and she kind of embraces Fuyumi, and then she explains later on that Fuyumi, she in a way is also the mother of Fuyumi, because apparently uh, when a couple of years now, the mother of Belle kind of wanted to go to the human world, or did go to the human world a lot of times with Belle as a child, and eventually at some point she met the mother of Fuyumi, with Fuyumi, and apparently the mother of Fuyumi and the mother of Belle were kind of doppelgangers, doubles. So apparently, from how the explanation goes, when the two women met, their body merged together, and apparently that happens. So that was interesting, a little far-fetched, but interesting. And basically, she then also tells us that she does not want to Fuyumi be resurrected, because she wants Fuyumi for her. Um, that was kind of interesting, the revelation, but like I say, it kind of feels that they are rushing things, because they only have one more episode to go. So, but nonetheless, it was an interesting episode. The pacing was pretty accelerated, but it was a good episode. I like it, and from what I did see from the preview, in the list, the last episode will be a blast, so I'm looking forward to it. So here it is. This is my review for Blood Lad episode 9. Hope you enjoy, stay well, peace. See you soon.